This is more than a story. This is legacy. From the ground up, I rise. Legacy maker, legacy. I'm a legacy maker, breaking chains, no faker. From the dirt to skyscrapers, grind sharper than razors. Racks to riches in motion, devotion my flavor. Legacy on my chest, now watch me engrave. Straight pavements, midnight cravings, mind braving through storms and standoffs. Faith kept me saving every dream I could dream, every vision I scheme. Now I'm front page steam, Doc Yowzery's on the beam. They see me now, the glow from nothing to portfolio. Trials forge the soul, each scar's a free throw. Rising sky with goals, coated on my marrow from shadows to canvas. This life's no cameo.
Watch the transformation.
I flip struggle into currency, pain into legacy. Don't you tell me my ceiling's the sky, nah, I bury it deep. I'm a legacy maker. I'm a legacy maker, breaking chains, no faker. From the dirt to skyscrapers, grind sharper than razors. Racks of riches in motion, devotion my flavor. Legacy on my chest, yes. Now watch me make her. Now I'm stitching seams in apparel, thread lore where apparel logo reads. I'm a legacy maker, proud, universal line born from lessons. Each stitch a confession, weigh your test, no digression. It's status expression. The world peep the series, legacy makers premiere. How I balanced insiders and outside of fears. Features on the rise, insights within the prize. My story's got prize, truth look in my eyes. Legacy's a movement, every step's a blueprint. Make, break, forge faith, this ain't just fluent. I made it out the gutters, pay dues in the clutter. Now I'm the son of the struggle, shining like no other. I'm a legacy maker, breaking chains, no faker. I'm a legacy maker, breaking chains, no faker. I'm a legacy maker, breaking chains, no faker. From the dirt to skyscrapers, grind sharper than razors. Racks of riches in motion, devotion my flavor. Legacy on my chest, now watch me engrave her. Legacy maker, legacy maker. This is my story, written in victory. Suno. I let the anthem play.
Yo, peace. What's good, family? You tuned in to Tha Dream Hustle Podcast. I'm your man, DJ Universe, and today we about to break down something foundational in hip-hop culture. I'm talking Brand Nubian. Not just the music, but the code, the consciousness, the science behind the cipher. You feel me? These brothers, Lord Jamar, Sadat X, Grand Puba, they didn't just drop bars, they dropped jewels. Especially on joints like All for One and In God We Trust. Man, they were delivering that 5% nation, knowledge, black enlightenment, the spiritual blueprint, and the whole package. And let's keep it real. Every member brought their type of power. Lord Jamar was the anchor, the one always stepping up with that steady message, challenging your mind. Sadat X came through wildin' with the unique voice, that perspective you never saw coming, like, I can still hear his flow on Slow Down. And Grand Puba? Come on, man. His lyricism, his teaching ability, he made those lessons hit different. For cats like me growing up in Ohio with only the radio and bootleg tapes, Brand Nubian had me questioning my own purpose, my own legacy. I mean, was I going to let the world tell my story or take the mic and own it? That's what it inspired me to ask. You know, a lot of newer artists, y'all gravitate to the style, the threads, and the vibe. But what if we took that same energy and put it into the message, the responsibility behind the bars? That's really what Brand Nubian was on. Not just sounding dope, but saying something that could change your life. And honestly, there's something to be said about how their music made me rethink everything: school, life, and the people I was with. Like, who's really building you up? Who's just selling you a dream? That was some deep enlightenment. And yo, sometimes people act like this conscious stuff is old school, but the wisdom is still as fresh as ever. Let's keep this build going. Brand Nubian, they set the example. Legacy over fame. Every single time. They weren't chasing the chart, they was chasing the truth, trying to liberate minds instead of just flexing for the gram. Today, too many get lost in the cloud Olympics, just trying to go viral. But that right there, man, it don't last. Brand Nubian's legacy is about self-mastery, not just attention. That's kind of where I'm at with my own mission right now. I'm raising $20K to co-own my story in the Legacy Makers docu-series. You might have caught me talking about it before. It's about us, as independent artists, taking back control of our narrative in this digital era where everything gets clipped and remixed and, well, sometimes misrepresented. Ownership isn't just a buzzword. It's oxygen for your brand, your art. Like, you gotta breathe it, invest in it. That's why if you support, when you support, by donating to the Dream Hustle Reuse License Fee Fund, you're doing more than just throwing a couple dollars. You're co-investing in this storytelling renaissance. I mean, we done moved past just being consumers, press and play, scrolling through. You got the door right here to be a creator, even a co-owner of the narrative. Imagine that. Your support is literally part of the movement, from funding content to shaping how our stories get told, who sees it, and who profits from it. That's the real Dream Hustle. So, let's really get into the lyrics. Songs like Slow Down. Those weren't just warnings to the streets. They were blueprints on survival, on living conscious, on self-respect. Concerto in X minor, and especially Meaning of the 5%. Man, that's Brand Nubian putting spiritual science on tape. When they said, "My inspiration is the 5% nation. Education was born like a thorn in your side," that hit me in my chest. Those lines, they wasn't casual. They were calling out systems of racism and ignorance, reminding us we gotta educate, liberate, and unify. And if you look at today's game, the torch is alive. Kendrick Lamar, he's on that uplift and awareness tip. J. Cole ain't afraid to drop uncomfortable truth. Rhapsody is out here teaching young queens about legacy and struggle. Dead Prez set the table with revolutionary bars too. There's a straight line, a continuation of what Brand Nubian was building. That's exactly why I started the Plugged In Digital Tour every first Saturday. Shameless plug. It's indie artists, listeners, even donors, all in one place, not just vibing, but moving together toward creative ownership. Last month, whole lot of synergy, new music, people supporting artists direct. No middleman, no industry filter. That's how we take this energy from lyrics to real-world action. See, a lasting legacy needs a real community behind it. Brand Nubian wasn't just one click. They showed us a model where every part of the crew mattered. Everyone brought value. That's what we're trying to create through Dream Hustle. Collaborative platforms built for indie artists to connect, shine, and get paid. And listeners, y'all not just the audience, you're part of the energy. You can actually participate, join the telethon, help with licensing funds, or contribute through storytelling. All that stuff multiplies the impact and the movement. Sustaining legacy, it's hand in hand with education and mentorship. If we don't pass down this blueprint, ownership, cultural knowledge, and artistic integrity, the game gets watered down and the message gets lost. I always say, it takes one OG to define your trajectory, just like Brand Nubian shaped mine from 1,000 miles away. So everybody has a role: creator, investor, witness, mentor, and student. If you're breathing in this culture, you got a job. Now, if you really want to turn this wisdom up another level, we got to put the knowledge where the people are. Workshops, classrooms, open mics, community sessions. I'm talking building programs that teach both the history and the philosophy of the 5% nation, side by side with hip-hop skills. Imagine vet artists, those who came up off Brand Nubian, mentoring new talent, not just passing down bars, but passing down principles. That's legacy in motion. Then you take digital storytelling. Yo, whatever is on your heart, your experience, your lessons, put it out there. These platforms ain't just for flexing, they're for sharing knowledge. That's how our impact gets deeper, our bond gets stronger, and our stories get remembered for real. It ain't about just surviving, it's about empowering, inspiring, and creating frameworks for others to thrive. When I think about the future, it's all about documentation and accessibility. If we can piece together a digital archive, stories, interviews, moments about Brand Nubian, 5% wisdom, and hip-hop milestones, that's historic. Education follows after that. Live panels and discussions get veterans and scholars in the room with new school creators. That's how you debate ownership, integrity, and how to stay true in this industry while adapting. And a mentorship network? Come on, it's gotta be real. Vets teaching young cats about rights management, community-driven careers, how not to get lost in the traps, not just how to rhyme, but how to build a legacy that stands taller than a single song or a single check. This all brings us home. To empower the next wave, we gotta get hands-on, partnering with community organizations, schools, wherever young talent is listening. Bring them stories, interviews, all that Brand Nubian DNA. Get mentorships up and running for real. Teaching the next generation about ownership. Nah, not just rapping, but negotiating, publishing, protecting what they build. These ain't just skills, they're survival tools. And I want to see even more interactive workshops, digital spaces, live platforms where every artist and audience member can share their journey. We building not just for us, but for who's coming next. Like I say every episode, you ain't just supporting, you investing in generations. All right, y'all, that's the science for today. Salute to Brand Nubian. Salute to every dreamer in the family. Keep building, keep plugging in, and we gon' take this wisdom from survival to revival. I'm DJ Universe, and if you want to see the story told right, become a legacy co-owner today. Cash App is money symbol DJ Universe. That's money symbol DEEJAY Universe. All links in the show notes. See y'all at the next Plugged In. Every first Saturday. Same time. Same grind. Teamwork makes the dream work, and hustle is the muscle that moves mountains. So on that note, until the next episode, gratitude, blessings, and peace.
Universal shift, he don't chase, he build. From the deck to the desk, he real in the field. Hands in the dirt, but his mind touch mill. DJ Hugh, he the way that the silence feel. Trap in the soul, boardroom in the brain. Engineer game while he remix lanes. No gimmicks, no change, just truth and the gift. Entrepreneur mode, it's that universal shift. Blueprint boss, no loans, just ledger. Content drop like stocks and pressure. Mentor in the mic, but he's still a stepper. Pod test laced with the mindset treasure. Double up dreams, no sleep in the plot. Teaching credit like a plug on the block. Got the artists, brands, and the vision unlocked. Whole city got motion from the seeds he dropped. Studio flips, balance books by the hour. Voice in the streets, but he move with a power. From mix downs to biz rounds, he solid, ain't just got sound. He build whole knowledge, that universal shift. He don't chase, he build. From the deck to the desk, he real in the field. Hands in the dirt, but his mind touch mills. DJ U, he the wave that the silence feel. Trap in the soul, boardroom in the brain. Engineer game while he remix lanes. No gimmicks, no change, just truth and a gift. Entrepreneur mode, it's that universal shift. Spread spreadsheet flow, heat track and flip. Educate young kings on stack and drip. Whole squad move smart, not flash, no skits. He a brand in motion, legacy fits. Work like a DJ, think like a CEO. On the low, he invests where the seeds gon' grow. Talking crypto, cash flow, studio heat with a 10-year plan. In the bars he speak, never lie with it. He just lived that truth. From the pen to the plan to the pop-up booth. Independent grind, ain't wait for a deal. He the proof, you can scale with a skill, with a skill.
So we see the gold God scored. Now we speaking panels and shifting boards. One man brand, but the crew gon' eat. Legacy real and the hustle on beat.
Yeah, universal shift, he don't chase, he build. From the deck to the desk, he real in the field. Hands in the dirt, but his mind touch mills. DJ U, he the wave to the silence feel. Yo, trap in the soul, boardroom in the brain. Engineer game while he remix lanes. No gimmicks, no change, just truth in the gift. Entrepreneur mode, it's that universal shift.